Good morrow, friends. It's your girl Marie-Laure in the building, in the place to be. So, not too long ago, I remember having a cheeky conversation with, a younger person, saw them on their phone, just on their iPhone, just messaging their mates, all that banter, haha. And I was like, gosh, I remember back in my day, I had to wait for my mum to get off the phone before I could message my friends on MSN. And she was like, why did you need to wait for your mum to get off the phone though? And I was like, because, dial-up internet, don't you remember? Like, you couldn't use the internet, like, it would make that screechy noise, do you know what I mean, on the phone. And she just looked at me, like, completely blankly, just like, bruv, I haven't got a clue what you're talking about. And it was at that moment that I realised that I was getting on. Do you know what I mean? So today, I wanted to make a little cheeky video, well, yeah. That's why I'm here. But yeah, today I just want to talk a bit about signs that you're getting older. So yeah, without further ado. So the first sign is you get really excited by kitchen appliances and just like homeware items. Last December, Christmas time, my mum got me an air fryer. And I cannot tell you how excited I was to have my very own air fryer. Now, you get me like a Ninja or like a Vitamix or some sort of kitchen gadget and I am like putty in your hands. Do you know what I mean? Like, trips to IKEA are like, you may as well take me to the theme park. If you are excited about receiving an air fryer, then you're getting on a little bit. You look at the material composition of the clothes that you purchase, right? So I remember chatting to like my bestie about this because we were saying that when we were younger, yeah, whenever you'd buy school shoes and stuff with your parents, or just shoes in general with your parents, like they would always be like trying to take you to Clark's and like, trying to get you, like they'd be like, oh, are these leather? Like, are these whatever? And like, yeah, the shoes at Clark's were all right, but like you always wanted the fashionable shoes, and sometimes those weren't leather, sometimes those were some cheap material, yeah, but they looked sick. Do you know what I mean? But your parents were all just like, no, it's not leather. Or my mum would be like, is it cotton? And I just used to be like, bruv, why? Relax. Like, this looks good. It's all right. It looks good. It's cute. Why are you so worried about materials? Now, when I go shopping, especially online shopping, because you can't feel the material, yeah? Online shopping, honey, you best believe that I am checking the material composition. Is this thing 100% linen, Is it cotton? Is this real silk? Bags, is this calf skin leather? Or is this lamb skin leather? It's not enough for the item to just look cute. You complain about how music back in your day, or TV shows back in your day, were way better. Guys, 2003 was my like year for music. Listen Beautiful by Snoop Dogg and Pharrell. Oh my gosh, that was my jam. And like Fronting by Pharrell. Listen, like the kids think that Pharrell came out when Happy came out, babes. Like, what are you lot, bruv? Pharrell has been around for like 20 plus years. What happened to Chingy? Chingy was lit. I like the way you do that right there. Oh my god, One Call Away. Oh my gosh, that was my song. It was word how we met, huh? She was in her mom in Bank America with my son Cash and the chick, so I asked out of respect, would she like to explore the world? How we could fly in my jet. Oh, listen, those times, like, on a serious note though, like, just being as objective as possible, music was a bit better back then. Let's be honest, it was a bit better. And then TV sitcoms as well. Do you know what we don't have these days? Black sitcoms. Where the hell did those go, right? That's a shame, One on One, that was my, I wanted to be Brianna so badly. My Wife and Kids.
Kill, punch, stab, believe.
Do you know what I mean? Fresh Prince, Moesha, Taina. Taina wasn't that good, but like, Keenan and Kel. Yeah, those are the Nickelodeon shows. But anyway, right? What happened to all these kind of shows But yeah, anyway, if you complain that things were better in your day than they are today, you're probably getting on a bit. This really isn't in order. But the next thing is, you care a lot more about comfort and practicality. When I was like 18, 19, and I was at university and I started clubbing and all of these things, I don't understand who told me, yeah, that I should go out without a coat, okay, and wear these ridiculously high heels, yeah, like 6-inch heels and no coat when I live in the UK. Am I a psycho? Do you know what I mean? But it wasn't just me, it was everybody, right? You today, in this today's day of age, today's days of age, will not catch me, honey, baby sugar pie, yeah, going out at night when the temperature is below 15 degrees Celsius without some form of coat or jacket. You must be crazy. I must be crazy. I must be mad, because what? And also, I actually really don't want to break my ankle. Do you know what I mean? I look at some of the shoes that I used to wear. Fair enough, it was also trendy to have those stupid high heels. But honestly, if you catch me in a heel that is higher than 3 to 4 inches in today's day and age, come and pat me on the back and ask me what's wrong. The next thing is, you've definitely become more quality over quantity. Sure, I could buy all the costume jewelry there is, and that's gonna last me a couple of months before it starts turning my skin green, yeah? But no, now I'm older, I would rather get one piece that is gold, okay? Or at least gold plated, because I can't fully afford solid gold yet, but when we get there. But yeah, silver at the very minimum, do you know what I mean? None of this nickel and then, man, we're not doing nickel. But yeah, you are less trendy generally. Like, I feel like when you get older, you start to just really know what suits you, you know, what works for your body shape, what works for your style, and you don't really care what's in and what's out. Not, well, not to the same extent. So I don't care if the kids say that low riser is, if the kids say that low rise is in, I will not be in low rise, okay? Because I know that high rise works better on me, okay? I'm sorry, those can stay in 2002. And to be honest, I'll probably wear skinny jeans in winter because ankle boots do not look good with wide leg jeans, okay? Let's be real. But yeah, on a general note, you find your style more, you know what suits you, you know your style. You ain't got nothing to prove, you know what I mean? So the next thing is, you care slightly less what people think of you, right? So I've touched on this in the last video I just did. And yeah, like, it's different, okay? It's different the way that you care about what people think. But I would say that on the whole, you do care slightly less what people think of you than when you were younger. I feel like when you were younger, it was very much about like proving certain things. When you're older, I mean, it's still there a bit. But it's more so defending yourself when your aunties continually ask you why you're not married yet. You know what I mean? It's that sort of thing, rather than why don't you have the latest shoes? You know, so you value your sleep more. Sleep now as an adult, like, it's different. I don't even get like very good night's sleep, but when I do, I just feel like a glorious person. I actually just feel like, I feel like I can conquer the world. Do you know what I mean? After a good night's sleep. And I would say that for the people with kids, this probably is even more of a thing. Like, once you have a family of your own, sleep must be like such a joy if you can manage to get like enough of it. This is why I like day parties. Day parties are just fantastic because it's like, I can have the joy of a night party, right? But still get my sleep. And it's a great invention. You have less friends, or maybe less people that you would consider friends. I feel like as just life happens and life is just lifing, you know, just certain circles just start getting a little bit more curated, if you like. You have to just make such a conscious effort to stay in contact with people now. because everyone's just busy and everyone's just lifing, you know, like if I try and plan some things, actually my friendship group has gotten a lot better in the last year, but honestly before it really felt as though like if you wanted to plan something and have all of us there, it was like you needed to give everyone like, you know, 6 to 8 business weeks notice before we even got a date that we were all free, you know. But yeah, it's just not as easy to keep certain friendships, and I feel like it might get more challenging as everyone gets married and has babies and all them things there. And the last one I will say is you're a bit more bougie when you're older, right? And it's not just bougie about like items that you buy, like, you know, quality item, but also I would say like bougie with your time, bougie with your resources. You're just a bit more bougie. It's like, you know, it's easier to say no. You know, if I don't want to go there, or I just feel like I'm not gonna have a good time, I'm not gonna go. Like, sue me, what are you gonna do? Okay, like you're not as tempted to do things just because everyone else is doing it. Like, no, if that's not my thing, I'm not gonna do it. Okay, bougie, right? And also just bougie with the way you do things. I don't know about you guys, but when I used to travel on a budget, a budget, yeah. Because I was like, I just want to go everywhere in the world, and I would stay in hostels, like the cheapest, crummiest of hostels, yeah, just to be like, yeah, I went to Thailand. I'm still not too like super overly bougie. I'm not like, hey, I need to stay at the Four Seasons. But nowadays, I'll be lying if I say that I'd be willing to travel and do up hostel life. Like, at least get me a private room. You know what I mean? A private room, please, because changing in front of a random Herbert and trying not to show my tits whilst he's looking onwards intently is not something I want to continue to have to do. Do you know what I mean? I literally had that. I remember like one time when I was in Poland, guys, there was one guy in my room. I was sharing I was in a hostel. That was actually a really, really fun trip. Poland, so criminally underrated. Really, really good fun. But yeah, I was sharing a room in the hostel. I think there was like 12 people in the room, and it was a mixed room. And there was literally one guy, and he was always in the room. Like, listen, all hours of the day. I was like, bruv, do you even go out, bruv? Like, what's going on? But yeah, like, oh my goodness. It would be the worst. You'd always have to take everything to the bathroom because this guy was always there, and like he'll pretend to be asleep but he wasn't asleep. Like, he would like have one like eye like peeking open, because I'd see him try and watch other people when they were getting dressed, and I was like, you're actually butters, what is wrong with you, bruv? But anyway, yeah, so I don't want a peeping Tom staring at me whilst I'm getting dressed. Do you know what I mean? Get me a private room, get me an Airbnb, you know. So yeah, anyway, that's the video. I hope you enjoyed it, and if you have any other things that you sort of are like, yeah, you know, when I realised this is when I realised I was getting on a bit, then drop them in the comments below. But otherwise, please give the video a like if you enjoyed the video, and subscribe to my channel if you made it this far, because I am a chatty patty, and if you literally managed to watch this whole video, then you're the real MVP. So yeah, alright, so thanks so much, and I'll see you soon for another video. Ta-ra, goodbye. Okay, see ya. Okay. I'm so into you now, I wanna be more than a friend of you now. When they ask, I mention my baby girl on the interviews now, and I don't bring the problems from the 90s in the 2000s.